So I'm watching more of those Zen Gotita videos, and he mentioned how the phenomenology of video games and playing video games, and in relationship to narcissism. And he said that video games they close the loop of narcissism because the star of the show and the principal spectator are the same thing. So in other words, you have the controller and you watch the character on the screen react to your inputs, and so you get to watch yourself be the star of the show. Um, and I wanted to connect this to YouTube because, in a sense, when we're talking, on my end of this interaction right now, I'm talking to a little hole in the top of my computer screen, seeing my face on the screen. Um, so I'm, in a sense, right now, talking to myself, talking to a reflection of myself. So right there, that's a closed loop of narcissism. But I upload this to the World Wide Web after I finished recording it, after I finish this. And that is not a closed loop. That is a very open loop. But there's two layers of this, because I can always delete what I record and redo it. So those are all closed loops. Only the ones that I open to the web become open. But Zen Gotita also talked about premodern cultures being oral. They had no print media. They could only speak to one another out loud. And imagine, he said, never having seen your name on a list among other names. What would that be like? And this Marshall McLuhan's most famous catchphrase, that the medium is the message, is really brought out. The meaning of that is brought out right here, because Zen Gotita suggests that democracy was a direct result of the medium of print, not really the content. The content was extra. The medium of print itself, when you see your name on a list next to all these other names, it's the great equalizer, because now, wow, look, there you are, just a name on a page. Each one of you, a sovereign individual. Nobody gets special font or anything. So your name takes on there a definite shape and a form that's stable and permanent, and it means something. It stands for something. Whereas in an oral culture, every time you hear your name, it's different because it's an expression. It's intoned. It never sounds the same. And, because it's an expression, a gesture, you have no distance from it. You're directly united with it. And it's going to affect you no matter what. And, people call your name in various ways, inflected in various ways. So you never know what your name is going to sound like. You only know what each one of those sounds means for you personally. Because if someone uses your name with this emotional connotation attached to it, you're going to feel that no matter what. You can't just objectively hear it. So without print, our names take no definite shape or form. They're just more dispersed in our general social environment.